Are you looking to advertise your small business? Well, look no further. The PowerCast Network gets over 4,000 hits per day, and we can meet your advertising needs. Our packages start out at just $1 per day, and you will get access to our 4,000 viewer strong market per day. Call today, 815-290-9087, or send an email to info@braddrake.net. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 1987 Supermod. I'm your host, as always, Brad Drake, and this is Windy City Wrestling. That's right, we are trying our hand at an independent promotion based out of Chicago. We had some videos earlier about the setup of this save, and now we are all set and ready to get running it. So, tonight we have a studio show, and obviously the Windy City Wrestling studio is already booked for the show. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on here with backstage incidents. And Debbie Combs, what's going on here? Oh, Debbie Combs is being a jerk, so we're going to give her a stern warning. And what do we have going on with Zeeb and Jimmy Holiday? Cool. Zebra Kids taking on Jimmy Holiday as a protege. Very good. Let's see who's absent for tonight. Abdul the Butcher, Larry Cameron, and Mad Max. And I wasn't really interested in using any of them, so we're okay. Now, some of you may be wondering, what is a studio show? Well, Windy City Wrestling was a tiny independent promotion out of Chicago, Illinois. So, a lot of those promotions would only run once a month or once every couple months, but the Windy City promotion had a training facility / studio where they would record their television shows out of, and they would actually once a week on Friday nights have a show based out of their studio. Now, you weren't going to see an all-star lineup like you would when they came to your town for the big event that they'd been advertising on television for 2 months, but you were going to get to see Windy City in action. So that's exactly what this studio wrestling show is tonight in the game. So let's take a look at our rundown, our card for this one. We're going to have the Dazzler face Debbie Combs in ladies action. The Golden Boys are going to battle the Untouchables. Stormy Apollo is going to face Viano 5. The Mighty Thor is going to face Frank Nelson. In the semi-main, the Beach Boys, that's Johnny Stewart and Sonny Rogers. They're going to face the Midnight Express, which of course is Dennis Condrey and Randy Rose. And in our main event, Doug Summers is going to challenge Steve Regal for the Windy City Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. Now, something I'm pretty proud of here that I want to show off real quick, if I can. It was very difficult to find the Windy City Wrestling Heavyweight Championship belt, but check that out, everybody. I found it. There it is. Very nice. And of course, the tag team title is legitimate. And the ladies title is not. It's from a different promotion. I think that's the What Culture Wrestling Ladies Championship. But hey, at least it says WCPW and says women's. So we're good to go. All right. So back to the action here. We just gave our card a rundown. So you know what that means. That means you know what time it is. I know what time it is. Let's get to booking. All right, we got Dazzler and Combs here in the opener. They're going to go 12. And the Dazzler I just learned about from watching some old Windy City television. As you can tell, I got a great picture of her. That was about the best one I could get given the circumstances. So there's Debbie Combs. And we're going to have Debbie Combs go over here on the young Dazzler. And that one's good to go. Oh, yeah, I put the enhancement in there. So, oh, this is cool. I wanted to show you this too. I made some adjustments here and put the enhancement matches right up top. And then also, just below this, you have the straight up 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3. So therefore, you don't have to search through this whole list every time you want to do a match. So it makes things real easy for you. Those of you playing version 9 should have this. And how does Debbie Combs not have the stamina? We'll make a note of that. Let's see if she can go 10. And she still can't go 10. What the heck is going on here? It's Debbie Combs. Okay, apparently Debbie Combs has no stamina, and we're not even going to do this match now. This is actually pissing me off. And we're going to go ahead and put in Despina Montegas instead. And maybe she has some stamina. Now, these two actually had a feud. And I think they traded the title back and forth, the ladies' title. So we're going to go ahead and make an adjustment here and pull Debbie Combs out of there. We're going to leave this one open-ended. You got to start somewhere. And we'll leave that one open-ended. Okay, here we go. Next, we have the Golden Boys against the Untouchables. And we may have stamina problems across the board here, but we'll see. They're going to go 14. No, they're also going to go 12. So these teams should be just fine. We'll leave this one open-ended. Very good. Up next here, we should have the light heavyweight match between Stormy Apollo and Viano 5. They're going to go 14. And the Vianos are pretty much legendary anywhere there's a Hispanic community, so obviously we are not going to have Stormy Apollo get the win here. Now, Windy City did have a good light heavyweight division, but they also preferred big, huge powerhouse wrestlers. And in this case, I've signed some guys to have us a stacked light heavyweight division. And we're going to actually introduce the light heavyweight title right away. Not this card, but pretty soon. And we probably won't even do a tournament. We'll probably just make somebody the champion. That's what they used to do in the 80s a lot. But we'll see. All right, we got the Mighty Thor and Frank the Tank Melson, a Windy City legend, up next. Mighty Thor was a big jacked up dude, and it pretty much ended there for him. Here is Frank Melson. I like Frank Melson. Thought he was good. He was like a very similar to a Jerry Blackwell type. Big guy who could move and was talented. I got to get used to this new style of matches. All right, next. This is actually a pretty darn good card here for an indie promotion. We have the Beach Boys and the Midnight Express. They're going to go 18. And we may actually lose money on this card too, because I think the studio only seats a couple hundred people. All right, the Midnights are going to go over. We're going to have Dennis Condrey get the win here. Ooh, I screwed up here, everybody. The matches are way too long. So, yeah. Yeah, we only have... Yeah, I messed up here. I didn't pay attention. And I should have. Dang it. All right, we'll just cut down the time on the matches. That's all. No big deal. If we can. It's a studio show too, so obviously they wouldn't have had super long matches. Okay, so we can get some decent time out of our main event here. And we'll just adjust when we go back to the main screen. We'll just adjust it. SOMERS versus Regal is up next. I may not have even adjusted the I might not have adjusted the product base either yet. I can't remember. We're going to find out, aren't we? All right, here's Doug Somers. Here is Steve Regal. And of course, you're not going to give the fans a definitive finish here. So we're going to have these two go to a draw. It'll be a double countout. Yeah, I still got it stuck on enhancement. Okay, there we go. Double countout finish. There we go. Okay, we just got to cut 1 minute, so that's good. We were able to save this card. And don't expect big scores here, everybody. This is a tiny, tiny promotion. All right, there you go. The Dazzler got the win over Despina Montegas. And 32 as the Golden Boys beat the Untouchables. Very nice. Piano 4 gets the win over Stormy Apollo. Very nice. And it appears DeVito is not good as a road agent. We'll make some adjustments to that one. And Frank Melson gets the win with the big splash. Midnight Express, of course, get the win after the rocket launcher. Very cool. 58 overall for this one. Not bad at all. And next, we have Steve Regal. Goes to the double countout with Doug Somers. 71 overall. So let's take a look and see how we did. Good. 65 overall for this simple studio show. Sorry, I was looking at the 110 people. Been trying to loosely calculate in my brain how much money we lost on this one. I'm sure it was a lot. But this is the formula, everybody. And we probably are going to continue running this because we're just a tiny promotion right now. So probably going to keep running it this way to be as realistic as possible. And try to make things happen this way. I like our roster. I think we got a really good roster, especially with our light heavyweights. All right, let's see what we got going here. That's all right. Pro Wrestling America, Amy the Farmer's Daughter. Puerto Rico made her an offer. I don't know if it's a written one or not. Paul Heyman wants more money. Yeah, we're gonna give him that money. All right, Saul Kretschmann was a good WWA heel manager, and I think he'll be good for us. What's going on with this? Oh, we're waiting on a response. Sorry about that. All right, let's see how much money we lost on that studio show. We lost about $500. So we know what's up here. What are we doing on merchandise here? Let's take a look. Growing business, level 4, not bad. We're upgrading as fast as we can. Fair enough, no problem. So let's take a look at titles here. All the Windy City titles are in here. They're just retired. So if you were to play Windy City, the titles are in retired. So there it is. The Bare Knuckles title is in there. The league title, little description for each of them too. That's the actual picture of the Windy City light heavyweight title too. There's the middleweight title. So we are going to activate the light heavyweight title because we do have a really good light heavyweight division. Do we have a figurehead? Let's see if anybody qualifies as a figurehead. It really doesn't matter. It's going to take a year for them to get there. We do not. So coming up next, let's see what we have next. We got a TV show in 4 days, and we are pretty set. We got enough enhancement talent and everything, and we're looking good here. This is going to be a fun little save, and I hope that all of you enjoy it. let's take a look here. Lightweight. Let's take a look at our lightweight division here. And we're stacked. We have a really good lightweight division here. So we have a babyface champion, heel tag team champions, heel ladies champion. So what would we like to do here with the light heavyweight title? Now we have a really good veteran here in El Bracero. We have two other really good, another really good veteran in Tony Charles. And we have a veteran in Viano 5. So here's what we're going to do. I think on television, we may have Bracero and Tony Charles do a match for the title. It would make total sense for one of them to be the first champion. So let's take a look here and get ourselves set up. Windy City Studio Show. I like the longer matches, even though it didn't affect us there. Let's bump it up to an hour and a half weekly, yes. So there we go. And what is our television show? It's a 1 hour show. We're going to tape 2 shows at a time. Okay, so good. It looks like we're all set up here. So, okay, everybody, that's going to do it here for this episode for us. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. And if you're new, let us know what brought you to the channel, what you like so far. Also, hit that like button for this particular video. And don't be bashful and make sure you share this video with your friends. Sharing is caring, and caring is growing on YouTube. You can find us on social media, facebook.com/groups/1987supermod. You can also find us on Reddit with the subreddit of TEW 2020 Friends. Last but not least, if you would like version 9 of the Supermod, go to braddrake.net, drop me a line. I'll be more than happy to send you a link to the database and the picture pack. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you next time.